everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to learn how to make this bobble stitch. So as you can see, it is not lacy at all, so it's a solid stitch. Also it has this beautiful texture of bubbles, and I'm using 100% cotton yarn and a 3mm hook for this video, and I'll be linking everything that I'm using in the description box below, so please go check them out. And without wasting any further time, let's get right into the video. Okay, so we're going to begin by making a slip stitch, not a magic ring. After making a slip stitch, we're going to start chaining in the multiples of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I'm gonna make 16 chains, so because I want my pouch to be this wide. So however wide you want your pouch to be, just make the number of chains. And then I'm gonna make one turning chain over here. And now I'm gonna make single crochets all throughout the chain. So I'm gonna skip that first chain, and from the second chain I'm going to start making single crochets all throughout. So just so you guys know, this bobble stitch is a yarn eater, so you're going to need a bit more yarn than you usually need for some usual stitches, but it looks beautiful. I'm using 100% cotton yarn here because cotton doesn't tend to stretch, and I'm making a pouch, so I don't want it to stretch after wear and tear. So I'm using cotton, but you can also use acrylic if you want. Okay, we are at our last stitches, and this is our last stitch. We're going to make one single crochet in our last stitch. Now you can see we have made single crochets all throughout the row, and now we are going to begin with the bob pattern. For that we're going to chain 3 and turn around our work. Now this chain 3 is going to be counted as our first stitch, so this will be the part of our bobble. And now we're going to yarn over, insert a hook in the very first stitch, yarn over, pull through. We'll be left with 3 loops and a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through just 2 loops. Again, we're going to repeat the same thing in the same stitch, and we're going to do this 3 more times. Okay, now you can see we have 5 stitches on our loop, and now we're going to yarn over and pull through all the 5 stitches. And we're going to make a single crochet in the next stitch to complete our bobble. Now you can see our bobble has been created. So this is the wrong side on which we're working, and the other side is the right side. I'll just make one more bobble for you. We're again going to follow the same pattern, yarn over, pull through, and pull through just 2 loops. We've done this once. We're going to do this 4 more times. So in the first stitch we're going to do this 4 times, but in all the consecutive stitches we're going to do this 5 times, and there should be 6 loops and a hook. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you can see we're left with 6 loops and a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all the 6 loops. After that, we're going to make a single crochet in the next stitch. Now I'm just going to make one more bobble with you guys so that you get the hang of it. Yarn over, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, you can see we are left with 6 loops in a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all the 6 loops. And to complete the bobble, we are again going to make 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Now you can see how our bobbles have started to show up. I'm just going to continue making my stitches all throughout the row, and I'll see you at the end of this row. Now you can see that we are at the end of our row and we are left with 2 stitches. Now there will be a bobble at this stitch and a single crochet in the last stitch. So if you're following the pattern properly, your last stitch should always be a single crochet stitch and not the bobble. Let's just make a bobble in this stitch first. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After doing this 5 times, we'll be left with 6 loops in a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all the 6 loops, and in the very last stitch we're going to make 1 single crochet to end our row. And I'm just going to show you how pretty our bobbles look like. Yeah, these are our bobbles. And now for our third row, we're just going to make 1 single crochet all throughout. So this is just a 2-row repeat. 1 row will be single crochets, 1 row will be bobbles. So for that, I'm going to chain 1, turn around my work, and I'm going to make 1 single crochet in each of the stitches. So you see 1 single crochet will be on top of that bobble that we made, and 1 on top of the single crochet that we made in the previous row. So in total, I guess we have 16 single crochets, right, in the first row. So the count of single crochets in the first row should match the count of single crochets in the third row. That is how you can see if you're going right. Yeah. So let's just complete making single crochets all throughout, and then we can continue making the bobbles. Few more stitches left. Yeah, we are done making our stitches. This is our last stitch, and this is how our pattern looks like till now. Now we're going to move on to our 4th row, and of course we're going to start with chain 3. This chain 3, and we're going to turn around our work. Now this chain 3 is our first stitch in the bobble, and now in the first stitch we're going to do the stitch 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll be left with 5 loops in a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all the 5 loops. And in the next stitch, we're going to make 1 single crochet. Again, in the next stitch, we're going to do this 5 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After doing this 5 times, you can see we are left with 6 loops in a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all the 6 loops, and in the next stitch we're going to make 1 single crochet. Now again, in the next stitch we're going to make our bobble. For that, we're going to do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're left with 6 loops in a hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all the 6 loops, and in the next stitch again we're going to make 1 single crochet. So this is how our bobble stitch should look like. Now I'm just going to continue making my row, and I'm going to complete this row, and I'm going to do a few more rows with my bobble stitch because I want my pouch to be a bit longer. So you can repeat these rows, like repeat 1 and 2 rows as many times as you want till you reach the desired length. So I'm just going to continue making my stitches, and I'll see you once I'm done. So once done, our bobble stitch should somewhat look like this. Thank you for watching my video. If you do like my video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Happy crocheting!